I pledge allegiance to my flag and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Does that sound a little bit familiar to you? That was the original Pledge of Allegiance written by Francis Bellamy in 1892 and first recited as part of a 400th anniversary celebration of Columbus's discovery of America. How about this one? E pluribus unum, which means out of one, many. That was our original national motto. In God we trust came much later. But sometimes, during times of war and uncertainty, our emotions get the best of us. So, after World War II, Louis Bowman, a chaplain, inserted "under God" into the Pledge of Allegiance. In the following years, through the Korean War and the Red Scare of McCarthyism, the two words gained in popularity, and they were pushed by the Knights of Columbus, a Catholic organization. In 1954, it was used in a sermon at New York Fifth Avenue Presbyterian Church, and President Eisenhower was in attendance. He really lobbied for that change, and on Flag Day, June 14th, 1954, "Under God" was signed into law as part of the Pledge of Allegiance. Likewise, "In God We Trust" was not put on our coins until 1864, after a very bloody civil war that almost tore our nation in two. At the time, Reverend M.R. Wilkinson said, "One fact touching our currency has hitherto been overlooked. I mean the recognition of the Almighty God in some form on our coins." Again, in the 1950s, the 80th Congress passed a law that "In God We Trust" now had to be also on our paper currency. It is my sneaking suspicion that when a candidate says he wants to make America great again, he is thinking back to his fond, fuzzy memories of the 1950s when God and nation were united. For some. The influence of religion on our politics. Our founding fathers were smarter than that. It is no accident that our country was founded during the Age of Enlightenment. Our founding fathers were philosophers, influenced by reason. And they created documents that still serve as templates for emerging democracies around the world today. In the Declaration of Independence, you'll see phrases like "the Creator" or "nature's God," terms that are purposely vague enough not to establish any one religion. There is nothing about religion in the preamble to the Constitution, but the First Amendment, yes, the very First Amendment, prohibits making any law that establishes a religion or impedes the freedom of religion. In recent years, these phrases from the Pledge of Allegiance and the motto have come under scrutiny again. Dr. Michael Neidow, a professed atheist, brought his case to the Supreme Court in 2004, seeking to remove "under God" from the Pledge of Allegiance because he believed it imposed religion. He lost his case in a 5-3 vote, once again during a conservative administration and also following the terrible events of 9/11 when patriotism was on the rise. This year, Dr. Neidow is back. He's trying to get the motto removed from our money. A few years ago, Representative Rick Ciccone of Pennsylvania said, "Our country is very divided today, and celebrating this motto can help unite us. It is here to inspire us." But who's God? And who is being united? Today we may be more divided than ever. As I said, Dr. Neidow is a professed atheist. But guess what? I am, a church-going Christian and have been my entire life. And I agree with Dr. Newdow. Mixing God and patriotism has always made me very uncomfortable. As far as I know, Jesus did not die for America, but for the sins of everybody. And while Dr. Newdow says, "under God and in God we trust," are an insult to anyone who doesn't believe in God, I'll take it a little further. I believe those phrases are insults to Christians. Those phrases say that our faith is not strong enough unless our Bible is draped with the American flag or unless it is propped up by the American government. I don't need my faith to roll down from the hallways of Washington, D.C., God forbid. I can separate my faith and my patriotism, thank you very much, and both are stronger for that separation. In God, I trust. I try my best to live my life under God. I also love my country, best described in that original motto, out of one, many. I love our diversity, and I love religious dialogue outside of the bounds of government. That is true independence. My name is Kevin Scott Hall, and I wish a happy Independence Day to you and yours. Thank you.